Father, I promise I will get you out of here. Just wait for me. No doubt that spirit was very strong. I have to be more careful next time when using my angel power. Suddenly, some particles of the subject's ancient power would have suddenly appeared and then entered the angel's body. What happened? My power suddenly increased after defeating that guy. So I can also gain power by eliminating stronger guys? But the only bad thing is that if I don't expel that power from my body, I would only be creating another key, like the previous time where the negative energy took over my body to become a demon angel. But that is not worth it right now. I know that I will gain more power being an immortal angel. It is a pity, but I cannot give my father the pleasure. Anyway, I'll expel this power to continue looking for the guardian. Daishinkan would have expelled that power from his body. While expelling it, more souls with the similar power of the previous subject would begin to attack him. No doubt this world does not let me rest even a little, but now I do not have the ability to fight with them. I have to get out of here. The angel, without thinking, would have used his wings to fly quickly from there, thus losing sight of the other souls. While the angel was flying to rest, he would have heard on the way someone asking for help. This would have caused the angel to stop flying, thus making a very surprised face. I'm not the only person alive in this place. How can it be possible that there are more people here? No doubt I have to help this person. Ha 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 ha! I will steal your energy and you will be my food. Stay away, please, don't hurt me. Please, whoever it is, I don't want to die yet. When the monster was about to attack the guy, the angel would have arrived on the scene, thus giving him a punch in the face, which would make the monster move a few meters away. What was that? I couldn't see anything. Who just attacked me? A simple monster is trying to take advantage of the weakest? Hey, you do not get involved in this. This is none of your business. Wait a minute. If you have those wings, means you're an angel. Your energy is much more valuable. I need it to survive. From the subject would have appeared again several black hands, but the angel would begin to dodge them all and then give him a kick in the chest, which would send the subject to fly. You're so weak, why don't you sleep a little? The angel would have taken out again his golden spear to throw it against the subject at high speed, but the subject would have turned his body with black hands, as if it were a butterfly cocoon. But this would not help him, because the spear would go through his body. The spirit would have disappeared completely, causing the spear to fall to the ground. That guy was very weak like the others. His power does not compare at all to that of the other guy. Hey, by the way, are you okay? You're not hurt. But when the angel would have turned his gaze to see if the person he saved was okay, he would have felt how his chest was pierced with great ease. The angel's vision would have become cloudy, and the divine blood that he had in his body did not stop falling. What is all this supposed to be? How was I not able to see such an attack, being one of the strongest beings of all? You are so naive, Angel. How could you think that there is another person in this cold and dark world? You just fell into my trap. The person you just fought was just a clone. I can't believe how you were so naive. Master, your son is an idiot. How could he let himself be fooled so easily? Even I would have known it was a trap. You'd better shut your mouth now. He's really doing very well. First of all, he didn't accept the negative energy again, and he helped one person. Master, what's the use of all that, if he's going to die very soon? How he wanted his son to go through limbo without having more power, and not only that, he can't even use ki. You're right, this world is only for the strong. Knowing my son, he will find a way to get out of it. The angel's energy began to be taken away little by little. His body was becoming bones little by little. This is what I get for trusting people, but I cannot give up yet. If I use my light again as an angel, I will attract other souls. That guy said it recently, they need energy to survive. I have to use that to my advantage. The angel would use his sacred light, thus attracting the attention of the other souls. What are you doing? Even by using the power of your light, you cannot escape your destiny. We'll see about that, damn you! Suddenly, several footsteps would begin to be heard in the place, thus approaching many souls to the place. Hey you! What are you doing? We also need to survive. It is not fair that you're the only one who gets that precious energy. The energy I am consuming is all mine. I will not share it. You're a selfish bastard! The angel, taking advantage of the situation, managed to break free from the subject's hands, thus falling to the ground very hurt. But in spite of that, he would scream, "The last one standing, I will let him have my energy." The souls, upon hearing that, would throw themselves against that being. Although the other souls were busy fighting each other, the angel knew he had no chance to escape. He would use mental power to attract his spear to him, creating a shield with the energy of his spear. The other souls would start hitting his shield, while the others were fighting each other. Damn it, I have to heal my body as fast as possible. This wound I have in my chest will take me more than 30 seconds to heal completely, and I don't think my spear will last that long. I can use the blessing. My power could increase more, but I must not use it now. I have to save it for the Guardian. The shield was about to break, when suddenly, the angel's wounds would have recovered out of nowhere. I see, so my father helped me. Don't think I'm going to thank you for this. The angel's aura would have been elevated. This time, I was a little confident, but now I have a second chance again. I won't waste it. The angel would begin to fight with the souls that got in his way, while the strongest souls fought amongst themselves, since they did not have the concern to finish with souls of lower level, since they knew they had no chance with the angel in front of them. After several minutes, the angel would have eliminated the souls of lower level, while the others with great power in combat would have been eliminated by only one subject. Angel, now only you and I are left. If you could not defeat that soul that pierced his body, you really are useless. I, the right hand of the Guardian, will end your life. So that's why you're so strong. Now, more than ever, I must defeat you too. If I defeat you, I will know where that Guardian is. The two beings would begin to fight each other. Unlike the other souls, this one did not use his Black Hand's ability. He used a very sharp sword. The sword of the subject and the spear were making small collisions, thus beginning to distort the place a little. While the two were fighting in the sky, the subject would try to cut one of his wings to the angel, but he would barely dodge it, and then use the same ability he used against the other subject. But unlike the other time, he would throw more than 1,500 feathers. Since his body was recovered, the feathers would be launched as projectiles with great force against the subject, but he would start cutting the feathers, as if it were a simple piece of paper. You would not throw those feathers just because. Unlike the beings of this place, I am very smart, and I can see the intention you have with every attack. Suddenly, the sword of that guy would begin to light up, thus starting to throw cuts in all directions. Taking advantage that the angel was distracted, he would use dark power, creating a copy of himself. This clone would have stood behind the angel, thus grabbing his two wings so that he could not move. My body can't move at all. Perhaps, does he know the weakness that we angels have? If I hide my wings now, I can fall into the void of nothingness. I can't escape from that again. Ha ha ha. I wanted to see you like this without being able to move. One more move, and your energy will be mine. I think you should never have stepped into this world so ruthless and cruel. The sword would light up again, thus starting to spin around as if it were a spiral. Ultimate technique, furious soul-burning slash. The angel could only see how that great attack would go against him, unable to do anything. The only thing I can do now is to use mental power, so that my spear can deflect that attack. The spear would begin to move on its own, thus becoming giant again. This giant spear would begin to collide against the sword of the subject. But while the collision of the two weapons of great power was present, one was losing with great disadvantage. The angel's spear began to break little by little. At that moment, the angel would have a very frightened face. My divine weapon that has always accompanied me, and I only use it when required, is losing against a simple sword? How can this be possible? If my spear breaks now, I'll be totally finished. I don't think my body can survive that great attack. The angel's spear would break completely, thus causing a great explosion of energy. The sword of the subject would be disintegrated by the great explosion that began to spread throughout the place. But what the hell is going on? My sword is gone! I'd better escape from here, or else I will lose my life. The guy would start to move very fast, but even though he tried to escape, the explosion managed to reach him, destroying his whole body. The souls that were nearby had disappeared completely. After a few seconds more, the explosion would stop expanding and then disappear. This would leave a large crater on the ground. The angel, upon seeing the explosion, had closed his eyes, accepting his fate. But when he opened them, he realized that he was still alive. How can this be true? Perhaps my divine weapon had that power in case it would be completely destroyed. But even though I managed to save myself, I'm not happy. Without my divine weapon, I will not be able to beat the Guardian of Nothingness. On the other hand, that explosion would have been felt all over the world out of nowhere, thus attracting the attention of the Guardian of this world. What person dares to enter this world and make such a mess? He doesn't know his place. I see that I will have to leave here and teach him a lesson until he is dust.